Okay, guys, we are looking at our trig number 2 lesson. We are running a bit behind, but we need to catch up with content as quickly as possible. So last week, what did we said? Okay, great. I remember we said 6 sections: reduction, quadrant, proving identity, general solution, graphs. And I took you through reduction first. Please, it is important that you remember how to reduce. We spoke about how to reduce values, how to reduce using your calculator, and taking your way through. I remember ending with co-functions where we say a plus b. If two angles are complementary, then sine a would be equal to cos b, if you remember. We're going to do more of this today, but for now I want to begin and quickly look at today. I want to see if I can do 2 things. Quadrants from grade 10 quickly, everybody. So whatever we do now, when we are doing quadrant question, we will also be reducing. So we'll be moving forward and revising at the same time. Quadrants. Now, this is what I would want you to know when it comes to quadrants. We have a Cartesian plane, a positive x, a negative x, a positive y, and a negative y. That is what is important in terms of the Cartesian plane. And then each Cartesian quadrant has a right angle triangle involved in it. Let me do this because I want to get my triangle right. I want to get my triangle right. You would not need to draw that, but if you want to, but definitely you would need to draw my diagonals. I'm just cheating here to make sure I have a perfect diagonal. Okay. All right. And then I have that, and I have that. I call it a trig bow, a bow tie. And that is 90 degrees and 90 degrees. For each of those quadrants, I have my negative x there and 90 degrees. So there are 4 triangles with this angle as my reduced theta angles. Remember, we spoke about theta. So each quadrant has its own peculiarity. This is negative x. So this would be a positive y, a negative y, all right, a negative y, a positive y, r, r. So basically we are looking at more of a circle. I could have actually used that. So we're looking at that. More or less that. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Okay, we are ready to shoot. Theta lies between 0 and 90 degrees here. Don't forget this. These are very important things. All right? Theta lies there. 1 second. Okay guys, first quadrant angle lies between 0 and 90. Second quadrant angle lies between 90 and 180 degrees. Third quadrant angle lies between 180 degrees and 270 degrees. Fourth quadrant angle lies. So this is a continuation from grade 10. We are only going to add a few reduction formulas here. Okay, now what I need us to remember is this. All are positive, sine is positive, tan is positive, and cos is positive. And when we say cos is positive, we are saying cos theta is greater than 0. That's what it means. Cos theta is positive. We are simply saying tan theta is greater than 0. Sine theta, that's what we mean by positive. So please take note. When something is positive, it is greater than 0. What else do I need to know? Because it's a right angle triangle, the theorem of Pythagoras comes to play. R squared equals to x squared plus y squared. Nota bene, R is always greater than 0. R is always positive. It's the radius of a circle. R is always positive. When you are looking for the square root, remember it is plus or minus the square root. When you are looking for the square root, it is plus or minus square. I'd like you to take that down very, very neatly, very bold, so that you'll be able to see what's going on. Let me know once you are done drawing. Because from here, guys, we are jumping straight into questions. Those stories. Who else is still drawing? Give me a thumbs down if you're still drawing, still busy, still writing. I'm going to start from word problems. And after word problems, we're going to look at diagrams itself. So I am going to begin from word problems. So I'll write some questions for us, and we have to interpret these problems. Okay, here we go. Number one. Given that sine beta is just an angle there equals to, oh wait, before we continue, there's something I want to add here. Although I wrote this last week, but this is very important. Very, very important. Sine theta in any of the quadrants is y over r. Cos theta is x over r. And tan theta is y over x. That's very, very important. Or we can also consider as SOHCAHTOA. We can also complete, that's important. Sine theta is y over r, cos theta is x over r, and tan theta is y over x. Okay, we should be done adding that little note. All right, so we go back to the question. So we have this. The examiner says 2 root 6 over 5. Now here is what they gave me. Beta is an element between 90 degrees and 270 degrees. When I write WUC, it's saying without the use of a calculator, find the value of A, tan beta. I'm going to do the first one for us. B, sine 90 plus beta. C, cos beta minus 360. D, cos sine negative beta. Please write down these 4 questions as I take you through this journey. Then I will give you questions that you will need to fight. Are we ready for me? Ready for more? Okay. Now, so the first thing is to interpret what the examiner has given us. The examiner says that sine B, okay, since they said sine B, interesting. Remember what I gave you. Sine theta is what? B y over what? R. That's very important. So if the examiner has given me that sine B is 2 root 6 over 5, and I know this is y over r, it means I already have my y value and I already have my r value. That's my first interpretation. I already have my y value and I already have my r value. Are we good, everybody? The second, and number 2, is to also see that this is a positive value. Do you notice sign B? Being that means it is positive. Okay, look at this. Where is my sign positive? I want us to identify the quadrant. All students take coffee. Since we are given it is positive root 2 over 6, root 6 over 5. It cannot be the fourth, neither can it be the third. Let me know if that makes sense. Already I've cancelled out quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. Why? Sign is only positive in the first and the second quadrant. So I'm looking at Q1 and Q2. The question now is this. Examiner is now giving me a restriction. Let me bring this down. That, you see this beta we are talking about, it must be between 90 and 270. Wait. If I go to quadrant 1, what are my angles? My angles are between 0 and 90. So this one is out. Why? 0 and 90. Do you see the angle they're giving me is bigger than 90, smaller than 270. That's what it means. Let me guide you again. For the first one, we said we are either in quadrant 1 or quadrant 2. Let me put those ticks there. Now, if I consider the angle, we are saying the angle must be bigger than 90. It means I am already out of quadrant 1. I can no longer be in quadrant 1. Oh, quadrant 2, yes, I can be in quadrant 2. I can be in quadrant 3 because 270 goes there. Which quadrant has 2 ticks? Quadrant 2. That's where my diagram will be. Once we get that diagram, my beautiful learners, we are good. Quadrant number 2. What will my diagram look like? My diagram would look like that. The triangle, remember I gave you some 4 triangles. And this angle is beta. Y over R. This is my Y and this is my R. Let me know if we are on the same page, everybody. Please ask questions. Wherever you are lost, I need to know. We have 2 things that we needed to deal with. Is sign positive or negative? We saw that we're given a positive sign. We said that one is between quadrant 1 and 2. Then between 90 and 270 is between quadrant 2 and quadrant 3. I look for what is common. I am now sitting at quadrant number 2. If we can get this right, we are having a good start. Is there anyone who is confused? May I please see? Thumbs up and thumbs down again. If you are confused, give me a thumbs down gift. Madam President. Okay, now, do you notice what's missing? I have my Y, I have my R. What is missing is the X. X is missing. How do I get X, my good learners? Theorem of Pythagoras. So I'll come here and say, but R squared equals to X squared plus Y squared. 5 squared. I do not know X squared, but I know my Y squared as 2 root 6. All what? Squared. 25 equals to X squared. This would give you 4 times 6, which is 24. You move that there, it becomes a minus. So 1 equals to X squared. What is X? It is plus or minus the square root of 1. Now you are going to look at the diagram. Look, that's why you must get the diagram correctly. Is our x positive or negative? Yes, Michelle?
It's positive.
Positive.
Yes, sir.
Look at the diagram.
Negative.
Kutrano says negative. Let's see. Anybody? Let's choose sides now.
So it's a sine graph. Sine is positive in the first two quadrants.
Yes, but look at your x there. Where is x? I agree sine is positive. But what is x? Look at your Cartesian plane. Michelle, this is 0.
Yes, I see, sir. It's negative.
It's a negative value there.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
All right. So we are going to choose the negative, which is negative what? 1. Please let me know if we are okay. All that matters, I now have. All that matters, I now have. What matters is x, y, and r. X is negative 1, y is 2 root 6, and r. That's all that matters to me. Please let me know if we are okay. That is all that matters to me. All that matters. X, y, every other thing I'm going to get, I will be getting from those. Every other thing I'm going to get, I will be getting from those. Okay. Now, I can look at my 4 questions by just simply looking at my x. And by the way, guys, let me show you how is this marked. There's a mark there for that diagram. So don't think we're playing. You get a mark for that diagram. You get a mark for that. You get a mark for choosing the correct quadrant. You get a mark for your x value or y value or r value that you have to calculate. So the diagram is part of your work. Now we can answer. Simple things now. We can now answer. Since I have my x, y, and r. No, I need this diagram. I want to keep it there. It's part of my... Alright, that's also part of my work. Okay, so here are my solutions now. I need this. Once I have this, I can start working. Beautiful. So I have the summary of what I need. X, Y, and R. Now I can work my way out to the answers. Number 1, very fast now. What is tan B? Tan B is what? Y over X. Remember what I gave you. So what's my Y? 5 over negative 1, which is negative 5. And I'm done. I am now done there with the first one. Easy. Number 2, what is sine 90 plus b? This was why I first did reduction. Do you remember what we did last week? 90 tells me I should change my trig ratio. If you remember, 90 says change trig ratio from sine to cos. The question is it a positive or a negative? I don't know if anybody remembers. We said 90 plus 1. Oh, it's giving me a positive, so I know it is cos what? Beta. And what is cos beta? Cos is what? X over r. I have my x already. Negative 1 over r is what? 5. What's my answer? Write it nicely. The negative goes for all of it. We are done. Yes.
Well, we do 5
Sorry? Woo, I can hardly hear you though.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm saying that you're using cars as your y on the
Wait, what did I say? Oh, the first one. Oh, the first one is wrong, right?
Yes.
Sorry. What is my y? 2 root 6 over my x is what? -1. Thank you. Do we agree now? Do we agree now? Yes, thank you. Ah, it shows that you're following. Lovely. I love that. I love that. And do we agree with number 2? Okay, what about number 3? $360. I told you last week that anywhere I see 360, I can actually cancel it and put a 0, if you remember. And that is cos B. But if you are not sure, get a calculator. Again, cos 1 minus 360. Is it a positive or a negative? It's a positive. 360, if you remember my diagram, I am not changing the trig ratio. Guys, 360 is horizontal. If you remember, let me remind you of that diagram again. Some of you have forgotten. Where's my diagram? There we go. Anytime I'm moving between 0, 180 and 360, can you see where they are? Horizontal values, I don't change. Where do I change? I change at 90 and to 7 because I'm going up, I'm nodding my head. When I'm moving horizontally, 0, 180, 360, my trig ratio does not change. But when I'm moving vertically, 90 and 270, I'm saying yes, change the trig what? Ratio. And we've applied that even today. So cos B is that. And what is cos B? Cos is what? Cos B is x over r. What is our x again? -1. And what is r? 5. Number 4, what is sine negative B? Negative sine angle, I explained that last week as well, that it is the 4th quadrant. But there's no need to stress quickly. We can do this, sine -1. All I'm doing is, I'm just using 1. You are checking for the sign. Is it a positive or a negative? This should give us a negative. Beautiful. There's no number there, it means it's a 0, and a 0 tells me do not change. So what do I have? Negative. What is sine? Y over r. So it's negative what? What is my y again? Oh, I already have, do you notice I already have sine B? Sine B was even given. There we go. I don't know if the whole activity makes sense to you. Can I give you one? Can I bring one your way? One just easy one? Are we done writing? Okay, let me bring one easy one your way just to to see what you guys are going to do for me. Not something very hectic at the moment. I just need us to know how to interpret that. That's very key. That interpretation is of complete importance. All right, let me see if I can get one from a paper here. I always like to look at my examples from question papers. You know how learners used to say, oh, we do simple examples, but the question paper is one, 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 one. So let's pick from past paper. I want to first do the one without, where we're not giving a diagram, where you have to be the one to interpret the diagram first. All of these are diagrams. I want to... Oh, great. I'll help you with the beginning of this one, but you will take it on. Guys, I'll help you with the beginning, and you will have to finish this. If cos 23, before you start writing, please look at this. Cos 23 degrees. There are two things here. Number one, 23 is smaller than 90. All right? 23 degrees is smaller than 90. So I know already I am in quadrant 1. That's where you get 23 degrees and acute. Now, this P is not just P. Please see it as P over 1. See it as P because it's a ratio. There's something they are telling you. P over 1. Now, what is cos again? X over R. Oh, beautiful. So I am in the first quadrant. Lovely. I'm in the first quadrant and that angle is 23 degrees. My X value this time around is P and my R is 1. I don't have Y. I am done with my part. First is to find the Y value, then you do 5.1.1 and 5.1.2. Find Y by using theorem of Pythagoras. You have 4 minutes to get all of this done. First is to find Y, then solve the question, solve the rest. Solve in terms of P. Well, let me finish this one. Let me do this one for you. I have a good heart today. Let me do this one. Somebody's going to say, what does in terms of P mean? Check. R squared, X squared, plus Y squared. What's my R? 1 squared. What is my X? P squared. Y squared. Let's move that over. 1 minus P squared equals to Y squared. What is Y? The plus or minus. Don't forget. 1 minus. Please don't say the square root of P squared is P and the square root of 1 squared is 1. No. This time around, my Y is in the first quadrant. Hello? Talk to me.
So it's not 23, it's 203.
No, cos 23. I'm not solving yet.
Oh, sorry.
Remember, I have to look for X, Y, and R before I start solving. Now I am done solving. I have my X. Let's write it out. What is our X? Our X is P. What is our R? 1. And what is our Y? Positive 1 minus. May I please ask, is there anyone lost here? Let's see. Anybody giving me a thumbs down? We're good? Now I can start working on my reduction. Number one, what is cos 203? I told you how to reduce. Okay. Remember, for some of you that learned it from school, you'll be saying what? 180 plus 23. And this is in the third quadrant. But if I don't want to do that, and there's no mark for this, there's only one mark here. If I don't want to do that, you know what to do. I use my calculator for those of you that were with me last week. Cos 203 equals to that, right? Then we reverse the whole thing. Shift, cos, answer, 157. But we said we don't want it to be bigger than 90. So we say minus 180. Check, negative 23, and I'm done. There's no mark for this thing here. It's good to know it, but there's no mark for it. So, what is there for my answer? Negative. What is cos 23? Oh, cos 23 is P already. Negative P. Number 2, sine 293. Again, I'm going to use the old school method. What is 360, because it's the fourth quadrant now? 360 minus 293. All right, my good learners, let me quickly show you something very important. Everybody, whenever you draw this diagram, let's learn to do something. Let's complete the triangle. This is 90. What will this angle be? 90 minus 23. That's important. 67. There's something about that 67 that the examiner is going to give me. So, 360. Please, everybody, watch what I'm going to do. Minus 293. Now, it's in the fourth quadrant. So, please, you see, the problem with this is you must always think about quadrants. But if you use the calculator tells you the quadrant by itself. Shift, sign, answer. Check. So you must always think of the quadrant. The calculator gives you the quadrant by itself. But now, wait, hold on. Please, I want you to listen to this. I know I asked you to get 67, but understand this. The examiner is giving me this. Please take note. There's something between 23 and 67. We spoke about it last week. I want to remind you. Look at this page. If A plus B equals to 90, then I can say sine A is the same as cos B. And we did well last week, if you remember. Sine 20 is the same as 70, cos 70. The sign changes to cos. Why? 70 plus 20 is 90. Oh, look at this example. Sine 1 over cos 89. 1 plus 89 would give me 90. So I can change from sine to cos. Alright? Cos 89. I don't know if that makes sense. And this makes more sense if I look at what I now have. 67. Wait, what is 67 plus 23? 90. Oh, boom. So I can say sine, please check this. Sine, do you see why I had to do that last week? It's because I know I need it this week. Equals to negative sine 67. And that is the same thing as negative cos 23. Because 67 plus 23 would give me what? 90. And I'm done. My negative remains, cos 23 is P. Talk to moi. Oh, that's why they didn't even ask us to sketch here, because they know we don't need y. But it's good to always sketch. Please let me know if this makes sense.
So please read page number 1.
Cos 203. Michelle?
Yes, sir. I think I'm a bit lost.
All right, 203 is in which quadrant? Do you remember the sizes of the quadrant? If you remember the sizes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's draw.
It's in quadrant 3.
Okay, and remember this one is theta, 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, 360. And this one here is anything less than 90, anything less than 180, anything less than what? 270, and less than what? 360 here. So if you look at 203, do you notice it's now in the third quadrant, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
So 180 plus something would give me what? 203. So all I need to do is to say, what's my calculator? 203 minus 180. Oh, so if I add 23 to 180, I'll get 203. That is why I have 180 plus that, because that gives me 203. But I must always remember the quadrant. This is in quadrant number what? 3. And in quadrant 3, cos is negative. Are we okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
But if you want to go the bishop's way, I just use my calculator. Cos 203 equals to that. Shift, cos, answer. And I told you if it gives you an answer greater than 90, which is always happening on cos, minus 180, negative 23. Kutrano?
So for 5.1.2, you said negative sin 67 equals to negative cos 23.
Yes.
But that's a negative sin beta equal to positive cos 90 plus beta.
Okay, let's work something out together here. Let's do this. So I have negative what? 67, right?
Yes.
Okay, forget about the negative. What is sine 67?
Sin 67 is
In terms of cos,
90 plus theta.
90 minus 67.
Is 23.
Good. Those are equal. But now,
Yes.
multiply both by negative.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Co-functions. They are called co-functions. Guys, are we okay with that? Are we okay? I'm glad I actually asked to do this one. All right. Let me look for one for you. Or I can create one. Let me create one quickly. All right, I'm creating one for you now. Given that cos 28 is equal to k, find 1. You can start working. You need to draw the diagram here. I'm going to give you 5 questions on this one. You may start working. I'm checking my other angles. I'm calculating. These ones are just to check your negative angles. There we go. I'll give you two. I'll give you. You need to draw the triangle first, guys. 8 minutes. Let's work. Thumbs down. Did we finish? Thumbs up? Yes. Thumbs down? No. Rosemary, you didn't finish? Rosemary, do you want to type something for me? Whether you didn't finish or you got stuck. I want to see your thumbs down. What it means. And for anybody who wants to tell me something as well, I didn't finish. Or you can talk to me quickly, unmute yourself. Make it faster. Talk to me. I didn't finish. I got stuck. All right, Rosemary, I'll give you 3 minutes. I think that should be fine.
So I got stuck.
Where? Which number?
So 10 and number 1.
Number 1. How can you get stuck in number 1? Did you draw the triangle?
So yes, I did.
So what is sine 28? Y over R. What's your X? What's your Y? What's your R? And I'm done.
Oh, okay, sir.
Sine 28 is Y over R. Opposite over hypotenuse. We're done. Okay, you have your 2 minutes or 3 minutes now to finish up. Can you hear me now, guys? Okay, sorry, it was a channel shift. The channel shifted. I guess my hand pressed something. All right, let me see. From question 1. Okay, let's talk question to question. Question 1, are you okay? Because I think I was muted and I didn't realize. Question 1, 2, and 3, which one do you need help with or re-explanation? Sorry about the sound. Just let me know. 1, 2, 3, which one do you need help with? We seem to be okay. Okay, let's move. Sine 298. Remember, you can use your calculator, which I've taught you how to do it, but time, shift, sine answer. It's giving me negative 62, but I don't have 62 here. I am quickly going to check. What is 62 plus 28? Will that give me 90? If it gives me 90, then I can change this to 28. But when I change to 28, I must also change the trig ratio. Number 5, cos negative angle. We should know right now. I want you to learn that. The negative just goes away. It's in the 4th quadrant. It's K. Number 6, sine negative 28. I'm in the 4th quadrant and sine is negative. And I already have that from question 1. Tan negative 28. 4th quadrant, tan is negative. And I also already have this. Are we okay? Check how we dealt with all of these questions. Look at how we dealt with all of these questions. Let me know which question gave you a challenge and you're not sure of. Everybody looks okay? We can then take a question where they are going to give us a quadrant now, where they give us a diagram. Specifically, question 5, cos negative 28. Remember, I did explain that negative means I'm going in the other direction, and it is cos negative 28 means I'm in the 4th quadrant. Whenever I see a negative sign, it means I am coming this way. Normally, trig will go this way, and that's positive. When I come the other way, now it's negative. So negative 28 is right here. And in this quadrant, cos is positive, remember? So if I have cos negative 28, it must be a positive. In fact, if you use your calculator, cos negative 28, check. Look at your answer. It's a positive answer. Okay. But if you check sine negative, it will give you a negative answer. All right, let's try 1 or 2 more questions. Let me see if there's anyone that doesn't require drawing for now. Before we go to the one that, okay, apparently we need to now pick. Okay, this one looks beautiful. I love this. I love this one. I want you to try this one on your own. There's no need to draw. It has been drawn for you. How would you interpret this? Guys, don't forget this thing that I told you. This, don't forget. Sine theta, y over r cos theta, x over r, tan theta. If you can remember this, you'll be good. Okay. All right, you shoot now. 7 marks. I'll give you 6 minutes. Whatever it is, we'll correct it. Let's go. Kutlana, I really want to finish at past because some of you have papers tomorrow. So if we can do this question and the next, some of you are writing tomorrow, so I don't want to keep you up. Past, we should try to finish. Latest 22, extra 10 minutes. Hi guys, did we manage? I think this will just be the last one. We can take it from here next week and move on to general solutions and proving identities, but we'll start from here. But let's see quickly, what is the value of y? Look, from here, I can quickly pick that my x is negative 15 because coordinates, and my r is 17. So I can get my x by using the theorem of Pythagoras. R squared equals to what? X squared plus y squared. 17 squared. Now here, please take note, everything must be squared. Okay, what is 17 squared minus 15 squared? I'm sure you used your calculator there. This is a Pythagoras triple. 12, I think. Let's see. 17 squared minus 15 squared. 64, that's 8. Okay, so y squared equals to 64. But what is y? Plus or minus square root of 8. Always check the quadrant. You see, y is below the x-axis, so y is negative 8. You get 1 mark for that, and you get 1 mark for negative 8. Please, the sign is very, very important. Rosemary, do you see that you have a positive 8? So please take note of the signs. When we started, I started by doing this. Positive y, negative x, and positive x. So anything here is negative x, negative y. Here, negative x, positive y. Here, positive x, positive y. Here, positive x and negative y. Very, very important, your Cartesian plane coordinates. All right, and the square root of a number, if you are searching for it, plus or minus. Now, sine 90 plus alpha. 90 tells me I need to change my trig ratio. So I'll come here and put a 1 there. Oh, it's a positive. Positive, but I must change my trig ratio to cos alpha. Beautiful. Does that make sense to us? And what is cos? X over r. Cos alpha, x over r. Negative 15 over 17. 2 marks, 1 there and 1 there. Are we on the same page? And the last one, tan beta. Oh, they're now bringing a beta in, but there's no beta here. Oh, no problem. Check now. They said alpha plus beta is 540. What is beta since they want tan beta? 540 minus alpha. Oh, so what are we looking for? We're looking for tan beta, which is 10. Now, there are 2 ways of doing this. Let me quickly go to the next page. Tan 540. Now, do you notice that we have gone above 360? If we go above 360, what we do, I did mention last week, is to subtract 360. But I still have my alpha. What would this be? 540 minus 360, because we want to bring it back into 1 revolution. 180. Oh, do you notice? This is in which quadrant? Second quadrant. Ah, beautiful. And in the second quadrant, tan is negative. Oh, sweet maths. Which is negative y over x. What is our y value? Negative 8 and negative 15. The negative divide each other, give me positive, but there's a negative outside. Did this make sense? Did this make sense? I want to do something here quickly. Guys, because exams are in progress, I'm going to stop here, but I want to do something. The head nod and the head shake I taught you last week. Please look at this. 0. I'm going this way. If I add 90, I'll have 90 degrees. Add another 90, 180 degrees. Add another 90, 270 degrees. Add another 90, 360 degrees. Add another 90, 450 degrees. Add another 90, 540 degrees. Add another 90, 630 degrees. Another 90, 720. Look at 540. Examiner is here. So I am moving horizontally. Do I change my trig ratio? Nope. So I could have just done this. Look at this. 540 and realize, oh, I am not going to change because I am on the horizontal movement of my head. I am shaking my head saying no. Then I go to my calculator. It works all the time. 10, 540, just put a 1 there. You want to check if it's going to be a positive or a negative. Boom, it's a negative. Voila. Do I need to change my trig ratio? I am shaking my head because 540 is right there. Negative tan alpha. Look, I am already there. This learner gets 1 mark. This one also gets 1 mark. How many marks is this question? 3 marks. You get 1 mark for writing this whole expression. And okay, so let me mark. You get 1 mark for getting that. You get 1 mark for getting that. Then you get 1 mark for saying negative 8 over 15, which is 8 over 15. Final answer, 1 mark. Yes, there's a comment here. Oh, there's no comment. Guys, are we good? Did it make sense? Talk to me, Michelle.
What happened to angle beta?
Beta is 540 minus alpha. This.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
That's beta.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Let me know. Any other question? Kutlano answered, 3 marks. Okay, guys, because people are going to study again today for tomorrow, please use the group. If there's any question, just throw it on the group. And when someone throws on the group, I need everyone to help. Let's assist each other, all right? And together, let's pool together. You know, we all want to get A's together. Are we good? So whatever it is that you're studying tonight, some are finished, some are not finished. All right, let's work together. If you are finished, helps those who have not finished. Okay, so let's use the group. Okay, guys, we need to study and prepare for our papers tomorrow. Those of you that are preparing, and those of you that are preparing, rest, but do some work as well. If there's no question, let's have a lovely evening, and we'll pick it up again for physics in our next session.